Hi guys, and welcome back to the Mutual Friends podcast. I'm so thrilled for this because this is the best submissions episode that we've ever had. I have never had submissions this good. So today we are going to be doing this started out in my ideas or in my notes app as college truths, which then divulged into crazy college stories. And this was fun because I got to kind of pull into my friend groups and everything. We've got some pretty wild ones, and then gather them all together. And you guys did not disappoint either. Oh my God, I got so many messages. We have so many stories to go through for submission. So let's hop into the group chat because I don't want this episode. I know last episode was like super long. I hope you guys enjoyed it with Nicole. She's a doll. I love her. And if there are any other guests that you would like to come co-host Mutual Friends, please send them my way. I would love to have them. And we're always taking requests. So anyways, without further ado, I know we're getting into these very quickly, but I want time to be able to go through the stories. Welcome to Mutual Friends podcast. Let's get into the group chat. About tripped over my words there. Okay, this is a personal favorite. So, story number 1, Malia Obama takes smoke break in LA weeks after her sister Sasha was also spotted smoking a cigarette. Here's why I find this funny. So this is from page 6. All stories today are from page 6. Old habits die hard. Malia Obama was spotted smoking a cigarette outside a convenience store in Los Angeles on Wednesday. The daughter of former President Barack Obama was photographed puffing on the cig while chatting with a friend and standing next to a black car. The 25-year-old appeared to be relaxed while wearing a blue cardigan, brown trousers, and black shoes. Here's why I find it so fun that they reported on her outfit, because the most notable thing in this article is this girl's outfit. Like, she's 25 years old, you know, do what you want. Cigarettes are bad for you, but she's 25 years old. I'm telling you, she looks so chic. I am not condoning cigarettes, but this girl looks so chic. My other favorite part of this, the article continues, this isn't the only time the former first daughter has been seen smoking. The Harvard graduate was caught smoking a joint while attending the Lollapalooza festival in Chicago back in 2016. Wow, that was a long time ago. Coincidentally, she was photographed wearing a Smoking Kills tee while at another music festival in Philadelphia weeks later. That's the most fun part. But all of these paparazzi images, like, she truly looks stunning, and she's so chic. She's got these, like, again, trousers on, this cardigan, holding her cigarette. I do not condone smoking. It is bad for your health. However, if I pretend that this is a fake cigarette, she should be photographed. Like, this is photo shoot. Like, this should be a photo shoot because she looks so chic. Also, somebody sign this girl to model. I don't know what she does now. I don't keep up with the Obama sisters, but she is just stunning. Somebody needs to get her into, like, and I would love to see, based on her look, almost like an Emma Chamberlain direction, where she, like, something very kind of alternative. She just looks so cool. Anyways, okay. Next story. I cannot with this. Ariana Grande and boyfriend Ethan Slater are living together full-time in New York. So I believe we reported I don't remember. No, we may have not reported. I don't remember. Ethan Slater played SpongeBob in SpongeBob the Musical. And then Ariana Grande, there was reports like they are also in Wicked together, or they were in Wicked together before production shut down. There were reports that they were seeing each other even though he has a wife and like a baby. And those reports are true. And this is where it gets even wilder. So it was confirmed, like, they are together and they have been kind of quiet these last couple months, and then they were just spotted, I think, in Disneyland together. Now this came out. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are allegedly waking up next to each other every day, as a new report from Us Weekly claims the Thank You Next singer and her new boyfriend are living together in New York City. Ethan informed his friends and soon-to-be ex-wife, her name's Lily J, that he's living with Ariana full-time in New York, a source told the news outlet. What? I'm sorry. I mean, I guess you'd have to tell your ex-wife where you are, but I just want to know how that conversation went down. Like, hey, by the way, I know I have a new baby, and also you're my wife. However, I am cheating on you, and P.S., I'm going to go live with her. Thank you. Next. Like, how does that go? How does that conversation go? Oh my God, okay. They're really happy and really good for each other. The insider continued. All of her friends love him. I think that's great. But like, what? Well, I can't support this relationship. Not that it matters. It literally, my opinion means nothing to them, nor should it. But like, the way that this relationship went down, just so sus. And to my understanding, this is not the first time Ariana has been a quote-unquote homewrecker, as not, and I feel like that is not a very girl's girl verbiage, not vocabulary of girl's girl word, but the math ain't mathin', girl. What are you doing? He's SpongeBob. I mean, and it's not even like a Pete Davidson effect, in my opinion. It's just very SpongeBob. So that's a thing. I'm not really interested in these two, nor do I feel like that will continue for long. It's so shady how it went down. Like, I don't think anything good can come from that. Last story. Caitlyn Jenner reveals she no longer speaks with ex Kris Jenner. It's sad. So article says she's definitely not keeping up with the Kardashians. Caitlyn Jenner has revealed her relationship with ex-wife Kris Jenner is non-existent. The Olympic gold medalist, 73, admitted during an interview on UK daytime talk show this morning, Wednesday, that she and Kris really never talk anymore, adding, "It's sad." This is Caitlyn talking. "If there's any communication, my manager kind of talks to her, and when you have as many kids as I have, you're closer to some than you are to others. I certainly see them, and we do this and that," she continued, while promoting her new 3-part tell-all series, House of Kardashian. I want to watch House of Kardashian, except I think it will just make me mad, because I am a Kardashian stan. I still haven't watched the new season, any of it, which is appalling to me. But yeah, no, I kind of love them. And I'm not loving this. I'm much closer to the Jenner side, but Kris, I don't really have any more contact with her. It's kind of sad because we went through a lot. I do understand how that is sad. However, Caitlyn, you came out with a book to tell. When was this book out? She came out with her memoir, The Secrets of My Life, in 2017, which included a terrible depiction of Kris and their marriage. I feel like that is not a super winning thing to do if you want a good relationship with your ex-wife. And also, you just came out with a 3-part series, House of Kardashian, which I also believe is a negative, thing about your family. I don't know. I couldn't imagine why your ex-wife wouldn't be talking to you. I just couldn't imagine it. Like, what? What the heck? Those were the top 3. That was the group chat. Nothing like crazy, mainly because I didn't want to talk about Taylor Swift or Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. I feel like they've kind of riddled our stories lately, and I'm sure there's more to come. But yeah, now that we're all caught up, we're feeling good, we're feeling jazzy. Let's get into these stories because they are, in fact, my favorite. All right. I got these all in my screenshots because I had them in text messages, DMs, and several, the 2 story boxes that I had, it was a lot. So let's go through them. I hope I can get through them. This one will start pretty light. I lived with 3. Also, I haven't read all of these, so I'll have to let Amanda, our lovely editor, cheers out for Amanda, who's been editing the podcast because she is a peachy doll queen. I'll have to let her know if there's one that we need to not keep in, just in case. So we're jumping in these together. This one says, "I lived with 3 other girls, and my roommate, we were not close, disappeared for 2 days, came back one night, quickly packed a bag and told us, 'Shut the curtains. If anyone calls or knocks on the door, do not answer it.'" What? What? Cause for question. I love that. She says, "I lived with 3 other girls." I love that college is a time when you can live with 1 million people in one place, and it's just so normal, and I highly encourage you to do that if you can. I was in dorms all 4 years because our college was so small, so I essentially lived with hundreds of girls all at one time, because also while I was there, we were in all women's college. Plenty of stories there. Okay, I will also, a lot of these are from my friends. I will let you know some of them, not all, I will not claim all of them, but I will let you know some of them that are from my college experiences. All right, this one says, There was a group of guys on our floor freshman year that knocked on our door and invited us to hang out because they were cutting pineapple. When we walked over, they were sitting around their living room playing heavy metal and cutting a pineapple with one of those obnoxious but cool utility knives. We became friends and had weekly heavy metal fruit cutting get-togethers. We cut everything from pineapples and watermelons to coconut and strawberries. That's actually so wholesome, though. That's so cute. Like, I love that. What a nice, just little get-together. That's so random. That's so college, so cute. Next one, this is actually from the same person who submitted the last one. Some people had a lot of stories and I will be separating them, but this one is the same. So there was an Indian girl, this is also, I did read this one, this is relevant. There was an Indian girl that lived in the room next to mine. She knocked on our door, invited herself in, and gave herself a room tour of my bedroom, pointing out every Indian thing she noticed. I'm Indian too. The person who's writing in is also Indian. Then dragged me to her room for a tour where she pointed out her rice cooker and said we should have, bhat parties, which means rice parties. I think it's pronounced bhat. It's B-H-A-T, but truthfully, I do not know, so I apologize. Especially if there's like an inflection on that I'm not putting on there. Rice parties. Then she took me around the whole building so she could introduce all the other Indian people that lived there. This all happened within a time span of 20 minutes. Okay, but like poor girl, like was really, I think, just trying to share the community. I guess. So that was sweet of her, I guess. Oh my God, this is one of my favorites. Okay, this is great. This is such a multi-leveled story. This might be, I skimmed the stories. A lot of them I did not read, but I skimmed them and I did see this one. And I think this will be hard to top. So this person, if you recall, there was like news stories about it, whatever. And there is a player, the Broncos quarterback, Drew Lock. He had some article come out and it's just, Drew Lock recalls water bottle incident from South Carolina game. So here's what happened. Drew Lock used to play for South Carolina and a water bottle was thrown at him during a game and he picked it up and poured it all over his face. Here's the thing. It was not water. So, and the person who submitted this, and I feel like I can't go through the story without explaining that. I do know this person, so I know more details about this. But they submitted, so he now plays for the Seahawks. When this article that this person sent me, I guess he was the Broncos quarterback, whatever. So now he plays for the Seahawks. And he did lie in that article because that water bottle was not water, it was vodka. So yeah, this person threw a water bottle at him on the field. USC games are notoriously quite wild. And the guy picked it up and then poured it all over his face, not realizing that in there was vodka. So this person writes in, so the story is we were front row at the student section, goal line stand. I don't know. Okay. And this person, I'm assuming quite intoxicated, was yelling, fuck yous, you suck, those type of things. And the running back has enough. Okay, so I guess he used to be the running back. This is okay, the person who put this in, I also know listens to this. I'm telling you, this was the way you typed this out, we should have some words. Running back has enough, sneaks behind the goalpost so the ref couldn't see, and flips me and my friends off. I get pissed and throw my legally obtained and not snuck in water bottle filled with vodka. This says miss hit Drew. I'm assuming, did you hit him or no? I think you did hit him and then it made ESPN, but it was not water, it was vodka. So that's one of the most college stories known to man. And I do know this person. So, and I know you're listening and I appreciate your support and I'm glad you are only slightly a wackadoo now that we are out of college. Okay, next one. This is nice and short. I started a 20-person fight at a college down the road from us in the middle of someone's lawn. Now I realize that this does not technically matter, but I think it matters. You should know that this did come from a woman, not a man. I think that sounds like it would come from a burly man. It did not. This woman started a 20-person fight. 20 people. She gave no context on what that fight was about. I would like more Okay, next one. This is a longer one. Okay, so this person was at a bar, phone died. Okay, the way that people are sending these stories, like I'm reading these and they're sending like abbreviated sentences. Was at a bar, phone died before ride got there, decided to run home 2 miles. Like, this is how this person sent this in. Decided to run home 2 miles. Got tired and took a nap in front of our school's gym steps. Cop showed up, woke me up, asked for ID. I gave him 2 that weren't mine at first on accident, and he took those and offered to drive me home and handcuffed me. I tried to take a selfie in the back seat before he reminded me my phone was dead. He dropped me off. Also, there's so many words that I'm inserting here because they like took out basically any adverbs, anything that would help string these sentences together. He dropped me off with a ticket for 2 altered IDs and public intoxication, but I never got in trouble. And literally 25 minutes after he dropped me off, my roommate got dropped off by 2 random ladies. One was pregnant. They found him by a tree asleep. He sent them $45 for the baby shower. Then 30 minutes after that, we had people coming over and they found my last roommate asleep on top of his car in our driveway. Not sure how the fuck we all made it home last night. The fact that all 3 of these people came home in the same night, all in very debauched states of debauchery, that might actually top the vodka story. That's iconic. I don't know how any of you made it home though, and I didn't have this bad of, I don't think, of an incident. Definitely not to this level, but I'm thinking back to like my friends and nights where we've been surprised that they got home. I'm sure if you might be able to recall some of those for you. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. So this person says, got pretty close with this girl at school through mutual friends and was going great. She had a boyfriend at the time, but kept getting closer and closer and it wasn't looking fantastic for the boyfriend. About a month into being friends and shit, she starts asking me to sleep over, but like she still has a boyfriend, so I keep saying no and such. Then tells me they are on a break and not together, so I finally start thinking about it more. Fair. Totally fair. We go out on Thursday night and get absolutely blackout, and she once again asks me to come over, and I finally give in and stay over. Woke up at 6 a.m. with a horrible hangover and go to the kitchen to get water and stuff, and the boyfriend literally walks in the house, looks at me, I say hi, and he instantly walks out. Excuse me? So in the end, was I in the wrong for staying over, or was she in the wrong for the whole situation? Sick. Oh, this one comes with some color. This one comes with a, I guess, what would you call it? Like a question, a morality question. So who was in the wrong, him or her? I say her. He didn't know. Like, for all he knew, this was a totally open situation. Homegirl did not want him to know. I don't think that this was his fault by any span of the imagination. This is funny. Unfortunately, not funny for that guy, but this is funny. Okay, next. My boyfriend had, my roommate had 7 boyfriends, or I guess guys she was seeing. 3 were named Matt. I came home one day to find a pros and cons list between the Matts on my counter. One of the Matts, it said, oh, wait, hold on. So she came home, there's a paper on the counter with pros and cons between all the Matts. There was 3 of them. One of the Matts, it just said the word body with a thumbs down drawing next to it. Oh God, poor Matt. By the way, I don't think the Matts ever found out about each other, and I never told any of them because I was semi-concerned she might murder me. How do you keep up with 7 guys? How do you keep up with that many people at one time? I cannot keep up with my calendar, my schedule, or myself, let alone figure out who's picking me up what night for what date. That's a lot. I can't tell if this is iconic. You know what's iconic? The pros and cons list, and it just saying body, thumbs down. That's iconic. All right, let's keep going. Okay. These are a bunch so those were all like texted to me or DM'd me because they were long. These ones are a little bit shorter. This person says, got so drunk before a tour of the Madrid Royal Palace and almost tripped over the throne. Perfect. Roommate wore cat ears and would meow when I was in the room. What? Did that have any more context to it? No. Okay. Well, they did say, so it says to each their own, but it was startling Oh, I'm assuming this is supposed to say, but it was startling the first time, but it gets cut off. So person, roommate wore cat ears and would meow when I was in a room to each their own, but it was startling the first time. Sure, that was startling the first time. My mom, as a teacher, has had multiple students who also wore cat ears and meowed in class. To each their own. Okay, I broke my nose doing a swing dance flip in college. Was supposed to be for a show, but my spotter was supposed to be for a show, but my spotter was MIA. Did assisted backflip, hit my face on the floor, bloody mess, ER. Ah, that sounds painful. There's a lot that I don't understand what this means. Swing dance flip, what is that? Was supposed to be for a show. What show? My spotter wasn't MIA. When I hear swing dance, I'm assuming you are swing dancing. So then would your spotter be your partner? So were you not doing, I'm confused. Were you not dancing? Did assisted backflip, hit my face on the floor, bloody mess. A lot of this, I need more details. I need more context on this one, if this was you, because there's so many holes here. Next one, my college sports team created the slut games where they earn points based on how far they went with guys. Oh, so this person was on the sports team? This is a woman on, okay, by how far they went with guys, earning extra points if they didn't know the guy, and you won by doing the most things with the most amount of people. That does sound college. That kind of sounds high school-y, like just in nature of like being a game like that. Not that, like the high school, like TV show type of thing. Not condoning that kind of stuff for a high school age person. That's gross. Well, I don't want to shame anybody's behavior, but that does give me an icky feeling inside, mainly because I'm not a big fan of the word slut, except when it's being used as in I am a slut for tacos, hamburgers, a quart of thorns and roses, I don't know, the Riddle perfume, like that type of thing. That I'm for. Not a big fan when we reference women that way. Don't know about you. All right, next. Guy helped my drunk roommate home at 2 a.m. and he said he was Pablo Escobar's nephew. Don't think he knew he died ages ago. Interesting. Why? Why would you say that? What would possess you to say that? I'm Pablo Escobar's nephew. Why? And also, how do you respond to that? I'd be like, neat. Anything else? I'm going to save some of my stories for last. All right, I slept outside my dorm because my roommate was having closure sex with her ex. That's very college. When college, you're usually sharing a living space with one or more people. The sock on the door thing, 100% a thing, depending. It's a sock on the door. People have, again, the safe word. If you have seen my TikTok on the safe word, you could have a safe word for when it's like roommate, don't come back. Totally a thing. Next. I'm assuming at a table with a family for what? I'm confused. This says blacked in. I'm assuming it meant blacked out. Blacked out at a table with a family of 4 in their home. Was covered in blue paint. They found me asleep on their porch after Georgia, Florida, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Ended up hanging with them for 3 more hours. Hold on. None of that made sense. Blacked in at a table with a family of 4 in their home. Blacked in at a table. Am I crazy? Are these words making sense? Was covered in blue paint. Blacked in at a table with a family of 4 in their home. Was covered in blue paint. They found me asleep on their porch after Georgia, Florida, the world's largest, is that a game? The world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Ended up hanging with them for 3 more hours. I'm going to read that one more time. Blacked in at a table with a family of 4 in their home. Was covered in blue. Maybe I should read these before, because I have no idea what that means. This sounds like a party, though. So, very happy about that. Happy for you. I love that whatever debauchery happened, I love that you hung out with them for 3 more hours. That feels nice. I do need to understand what that first part means. The blacked in at a table with a family of 4 in their home. What? Okay. Not too crazy, but my BFF and I would skip class to go to Olive Garden for free soup and salad and breadsticks because our other friend worked there and hated her job, so we got free food. That's great. I love that. That's so cute. We should have like a cute, wholesome college story submissions. Let me know if you have them. Go ahead and start submitting them and we can start collecting. Next, my roommate. Okay. So this one is special because this person went to college with me. And so I know what she's talking about. So we had maybe 4 major dorms. We had Myers. So I went to Columbia College. At the time, it was a women's college. And I mean, I graduated with like maybe 100 people, I think less. We had like 2,000 at the school, total when I was there. Like, we were small. But we had Myers Hall, McNair Hall. We had the cottages. And then we had the one, I lived in Myers. Then there was one more. I don't remember. Anyway, we had a couple dorm buildings. So this person, my roommate was chased by a raccoon twice that lived in the drain by the door to Myers Hall. That is so Columbia College. There's a raccoon that lived by the door. That's fantastic. I love that. I feel like I would want to put that in the wholesome stories. That's both scary and wholesome, and I like it. Next, went to a frat party and didn't realize every soda mixer was spiked with a different drug. LOL. That's terrifying. It's appalling how often I just had this. I don't even want to go down this this path this whole thought process because I literally hate it. We'll leave it at this. I had a discussion with a girlfriend last week about just how common it is to get drugged as a woman. Please, if you are honestly just somebody who goes out at anywhere, into house parties, anything, but specifically in college, please find get one of those ring testers, read about the rules, like how to keep yourself protected, all this type of things. Because unfortunately, I cannot explain enough how often that happens. Hate that. That's terrifying. I'm hoping you found that out before you drank from the soda mixers and that you didn't unknowingly take drugs. That would be awful. Next one. All right. This one is, I'm claiming. So again, I've sprinkled those of the ones that I was of my friends and that I would have been in the group where things happened. I've sprinkled those in, and these are some that I'm claiming. So this is one of our friends. This is one of us. And when I say us, I do mean squad. So squad, me and my husband apart, our friend group squad. If you listen to the podcast, you know who squad is. We've been around for a while. Anyway, okay. One time we were at a party at another friend's apartment and a different friend, sweet friend, I'm going to call him Jake. Jake got hungry and ate something from the fridge. Later, we were walking to a different party and he turned and asked me, so this was sent in by one of my friends, if it was bad to eat raw bacon. Well, I answered, yeah, probably. And then he told me that he ate an entire pack of raw bacon. So yeah, this friend got hungry at a party and he was quite drunk and that's what he found. So Jake ate an entire pack of raw bacon. Now, as college students, I was not part of this decision-making process. Actually, I don't think I was at this particular party. This is just such a notorious story in the friend group. As the college students' brains, half cells came together to make one brain cell, they decided that he just would drink a lot of vodka to kill the bacteria in his stomach from the raw bacon. That's what sounded right. That's what felt right to them at the time. Yeah, that story gets brought up a lot. And Jake, whose name is not Jake, or any squad members if you're listening, that had to go into this podcast episode, of course. This one is just called the Jungle Juice story, and I'm going to put my phone down because this one I was there for and I have vivid memories of. Here's the Jungle Juice story. So one of our friends had a party, and we were, it's very easy. We had several key places that we had house parties, and it was easy to make a big thing of Jungle Juice for everybody, and they usually made it in this giant tub. Jungle Juice is literally just sugar and alcohol. They would pour handles of Everclear, Smirnoff, whatever. And Smirnoff, not Smirnoff. what's the other vodka that, I don't know. Anyway, was it Smirnoff? I have no idea. Anyway, nasty vodka, like cheap vodka, all into the like literally like those containers that you move things in or you store your Halloween decorations in. That's what they would make it in. And then like fruit punch and all this crap. And it was pretty strong, you know, did the job, very sugary. I've had plenty of jungle juice in my day. Here's the thing. They would also, this is probably quite nasty, but if they didn't finish it, they would just save it till the next party. Close the lid, jungle juice, ready to go. Well, one party, they decided to get fancy and add fruit to it. So they added fruit, cute, whatever. I don't know what fruit was in it. And again, didn't finish it. Put the lid on, stored it away. I did not realize that. I would have said, hey, that's gross. So then this sat for several weeks. And then we had a big Halloween party. We get to this friend's house, jungle juice is brought, and people are drinking it. And I remember I had a cup, and I start sipping it. And I'm a lightweight, and I also drink really, really slowly. I had a few sips of this jungle juice, and I was like, whoa, I feel really interesting. I feel really weird. And I was like, oh gosh, this is quite strong. And literally, guys, I look up, I look around the room, and people are falling like flies. Like, at this point, like, if I've taken a couple sips, you know, a lot of the guys have taken 2 cups down. The fruit had fermented into, I don't want to know the percentage, like, alcohol that was this jungle juice. It was so strong. People, like, usually you'd pregame before going out. This is Halloween. People dropped like flies. Like, I just saw people started slumping over. It worked so fast. And the thing is, like, people were drinking so much because jungle juice usually is not that strong. Like, it's a lot of mixers. Nobody realized, like, how strong this one was. Again, notorious story. 4 Squad. I just remember, oh my God. And people got so sick. So sick. So many people got so drunk, so hungover. Everybody was fine. But we were like, oh, it was like a thing. And I remember going around to like probably Joseph and a couple of my friends were being whatever. And because I realized what happened, I was like, whoa, stop drinking. Stop drinking. What? Yeah. Are you feeling okay? And they're like, well, I'm drunk. And I'm like, yeah, that stuff is dangerous. Maybe don't gulp it like we usually do. That was wild. Oh, that was so, it's funny now, but also that's disgusting. Who saves jungle juice in a Tupperware container, or not Tupperware, you know, whatever, like a storage container for weeks? What the heck? All right, some more stories, some more submissions. We turned our entire bathroom into a gravity bong and smoked a ton of weed out of our bathtub. It still smelled of weed every time I took a shower for weeks. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am not as naive as I once was, but I am still quite naive. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what a gravity bong is, nor do I understand how you smoke weed out of a bathtub. I've never smoked weed before. I'm not gonna lie. I've never smoked anything before because I'm scared of inhaling things. I have a inhaling fear. I don't know what a gravity bong is. I am not even positive I know what a bong is. I think it's one of those giant things that I see like at the convenience stores on the side of New York City, and like it's a really tall tube, but I don't know. So that also out of a bathtub, that is so unsanitary. I don't know the process of that, but that still sounds like it'd be disgusting. Next, we played Drunk Jenga was this the last story? This is the last story. We played Drunk Jenga all the time, and it had some interesting challenges like kissing the person to your right or left. Well, since most of us were in relationships and no one wanted to kiss someone else's significant other, all the guys decided they would just kiss each other, which made for some funny stories. That feels right. That's a nice one to end on. I also feel like that could have been in the wholesome stories, wholesome college submissions. This was, oh my God, such the best submissions episode that we've ever had. Truly, Guys, thank you so much for sending in your stories. If you have more stories, please send them in. We can totally do this episode again. I really love these story submissions. They're one of my favorites. I think this would be even more fun with a co-host, which we'll be having a ton of co-host episodes in the next few weeks. I'm really liking the co-host thing. I'll still do some of these solo episodes, but the co-hosts are just very fun. So if you have a co-host that you would like to have on, please let me know. Yeah, thank you so much for your stories. You guys are wild. You guys are crazy. I'm so glad that you're alive. And I hope that everybody in these stories stayed alive and well. But yeah, that was such a good one. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with all of the stories. What other story submissions should we do? Please let me know. And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please share it on all the platforms that you find relevant. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. It's doing really, really well. I also got a new helper, Lindsay. Let's shout out to Lindsay, who's helping with our social media. God bless Amanda and Lindsay. And wherever you want to share on Instagram, on TikTok, if you want to do stories, please tag us wherever you share the podcast so that we can give you a shout out as well. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope this was really fun, really nostalgic. And I know that these stories made you think of the stories that you have from college. So please send them in so we can have we can have a part 2. Love it. I love you. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.